Hi everyone, my name is Melanie Grace and welcome to my YouTube channel, The Winning Circle. Today I'm going to be talking about feeling uncomfortable in the workplace. Now I know, especially as a millennial or even someone younger and obviously having blonde hair, that's something that has become quite a difficult scenario in different situations, and I always get asked, how have I overcome this, and with other people like me as well. Now there are a few ways that I tackle this on a day-to-day basis, and it's starting to become less of a problem because my mindset has switched it to be that way. However, just to help you out, if you're recently started a new company, you're settling into your job, you're feeling a bit uncomfortable with the people around you, here are some things that can help. The first one is to really kind of have the communication on, have the guts to speak to the person that's responsible for this. Half the time people don't know that they're doing this, or that you may feel uncomfortable, or if your workplace has been a certain way for a certain amount of time, it might have just become part of their culture, which isn't acceptable. I totally agree if it's making you feel not great. However, it's so good to just, be open about this. If there's someone specifically that you don't feel too comfortable around, just say, hey, look, recently I know I'm new here, or, I don't like the comments that you've been saying or how that you've been speaking to me. Do you mind if you just become a little bit more aware of this? And just say, I'm sure that you don't know that you're doing this, but if you can just monitor this, and I would just feel far more comfortable and really appreciate that. I mean, half the time it's just a mental thing that people don't even know. So just tell them how you're feeling, be respectful, be mature, and just mention how you're feeling. If you don't feel comfortable doing this, then alternatively, you can take it up with someone more senior in a private conversation with a manager as well, because there's never a reason that you should feel uncomfortable in the workplace. I promise you, there's never a reason. Now, the second tip would be to really make sure that you're presenting yourself in the right way. Now, as I mentioned earlier, like being a woman that's quite young, blonde hair, it's very easy to attract the wrong attention. It's only because that, moving forward, I've really kind of put a strong line there of what I'm willing to tolerate and accept. Now, as a woman, I mean anyone, but a woman specifically, I really do feel like it's important to do this. So it's like I say, if someone speaks to you in the wrong way, can you just say, excuse me, I really don't value or appreciate being spoke to like that? Or if someone makes comments, or if someone, is taking the mick out of how many hours you're working and someone's asking you to work far, far more, or if you're not being, happy with how people address you. It doesn't matter what it is. You need to mentally set inside your head, and you need to tell yourself, look, like, I'm strong, I'm good at what I'm doing. I have every single right to be here as much as everyone else, and I will not tolerate being spoken to like that. I think as long as you're respectful for how you say and communicate to people, and you have like a line there, and I'm not just saying be a snob and have a line for what you tolerate and just don't communicate to anyone. What I'm saying is just know in your head, it's always about self-talk. Like, whatever you perceive yourself to be mentally is what people and how they will treat you. And it took me a while to learn this. I think, if I thought inside my head, right, I'm quite weak, I'm a bit intimidated, I'm going to a boardroom full of like 6 other people that are really senior. It doesn't matter if it's men or women, you can still get intimidated. But if you if you change your mindset towards that, if you think, right, I'm going to go into work tomorrow, I'm going to be far more positive, I'm going to think that I belong to, have every single right to be there, and I know that people are going to treat me with respect, hold your head high and go up in there. And I promise you that even just a mental switch will do you the world of good. So, that first tip, combined with making sure people know that there's a line to how they can communicate with you, and also knowing in your own head that this is the standard that I'll accept and this is who I am, be proud of it, and that will change a lot of things, I promise you. But you have to practice this daily, by the way. A mental mindset isn't just going to be with a click of the fingers. It has to be something that you develop long term. So, even in the mornings, just before you enter work, think, right, I'm strong, I'm powerful, I've got this, I can do it, and I'm going to have a really good day. Sometimes it just takes the small things, and obviously then that can accelerate the success you have over a long period of time. Because I promise you guys, you will have the right to be good at what you're doing, and you're all successful in, the areas that you enjoy. So just go for it. Now, another thing to do, this is specifically catered towards business owners, or if you are working within a company, it's the kind of clients you deal with. Now, when I first started my with my company, I was taking on all kinds of work. Any kind of contract that came my way, I would take it straight away. I was like, right, it's money. And that's all you see when you're a business owner starting out. Now, this is not necessarily the right thing to go. And something that will eliminate all of this is knowing in your head what you're going to tolerate from clients, or what you're going to tolerate from the businesses that you're going to be working with. Now, I want to highlight this again. This is not being a snob. This is just knowing how you want to be treated. And long term, this will pay off. If you don't know or don't have a clear idea of saying you want to be associated with a good team that's been established a long time, got a great reputation in a certain area field, and has, you get a good feeling from. I mean, if I sit down with clients now and I don't get the feeling that I absolutely love to work with them, and I know that they're backed by a strong, incredible team that has a good mentality, I will not sign that contract. And I'm not afraid of turning it away either. So I think it's very important that that you have a kind of mental set stage in your head that you're thinking, right, this is what I will tolerate. If someone treats me with is really disrespectful in even the first initial meeting, or quite shrewd, you don't trust, just don't even go there to start with. And I know to start off, this is going to be quite difficult, and you may have to sacrifice some clients or some money, but down the line, this will be far more effective and help you out tenfold. So, just kind of all these things combined, just kind of really think that, where your mentality is, what you're willing to accept, and people will kind of work around that. At the end of the day, what you've got now is what you've kind of tolerated and what you've attracted. So anyway, guys, have a really clear mindset. Try this all out tomorrow, and don't be scared, because you're all amazing, and all it is growing your mental strength each and every day, which you're all completely capable to do, okay? So have an amazing week ahead, and I'll see you all soon.